My mother-in-law sent me bilingual toddler to the hospital by feeding him something he was allergic to so that he would stay with her longer. Now she's missing a family that won't miss her. My son is 3 years old, and both of his parents are native English speakers, but we live in an area with very limited English for my job, and that language is my child's native language. Along with barely being bilingual, my son also has a ridiculous orange allergy. I'm talking he walks by another kid at daycare eating an orange and he's on the ground choking on his closing airway. Mother-in-law has been made aware of this allergy. We didn't think it would be an issue because my mother-in-law basically eats nothing but tortilla chips and Captain Crunch. Apparently this assumption was wrong, because mother-in-law has decided that clementines are the Christmas fruit. I'm not sure if you can see where I'm going with this, but let's just say that we didn't teach our barely bilingual toddler the names of all the different types of oranges to avoid. We didn't even know there were clementines in the house until she was alone feeding my child breakfast. My husband was out with his brother and dad, I was folding laundry, and mother-in-law was making pancakes with my son. The way the house is set up, I couldn't hear mother-in-law and my son talking. From what I understand, mother-in-law pulled out the clementines and offered one to my son. He told her that he can't eat oranges. She said, "No, baby, this is a clementine, not an orange. It can't hurt you." Then my son said that he had to ask me. Mother-in-law told him that he couldn't go into my room. She promised that he could eat it and peeled it open for him. He was not at all comfortable eating it because he knows he has to avoid oranges, but it's an inhaled allergy, and he was right next to her when she opened it. And then she touched his face with her orange hands, and he started freaking out. My son started screaming and calling for me, so I flew down the stairs and saw my child gasping for air. At the moment, I thought my child was dying, which he definitely could have been. So I asked what happened, and mother-in-law said she didn't know. I asked my child in his better language to get a faster answer, and he told me mother-in-law gave him an orange. I didn't have time to yell at her, so I just grabbed my child and ran up the stairs to grab his EpiPen, got him in the car, and called my husband on the way to the hospital. When we got to the hospital and got everything under control, my husband asked his mother what she was thinking. She didn't deny doing it. She didn't say that she thought clementines were different from oranges. She didn't say she was testing his allergies. She said, "If your wife's job didn't make you keep my baby from me, maybe I wouldn't have to use such extreme measures to keep him here with me." What? The effect. Did she think unaliving my child would make my husband and I stay with her? Did she really think that an allergic reaction would make us extend our stay with her? Number. We'll be in a hotel for the rest of the stay. Update. My husband and I talked it over and decided to take legal action against my mother-in-law. Of course, she denied everything. She said she wasn't aware of the allergy, didn't intend on hurting my son, and that she obviously didn't do anything on purpose. We all know that that's not true. The security cameras don't have audio, but 2 different nurses heard her tell my husband that she had to use extreme measures to keep us with her. Our flight is tomorrow, and it's looking like the only thing mother-in-law is going to get as legal punishment is some sort of misconduct record about child negligence. I personally think she deserves jail time, but I have no desire to fight for it so long as she's entirely out of my life. And I know my husband will do everything in his power to make sure she never comes near us again.